The security of the world requires disarming Saddam Hussein now.
Good morning guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be checking out one of Saddam Hussein's old palaces. It's about an hour drive from Nomac city, and we've got Mac in the back.
Bani Bashi, Chani Bashi.
Yeah, he's basically almost Kurdish now.
Yeah, wallah. No, that's Arabic.
He's been in Lebanon for quite some time, so he's mixing Lebanese Arabic with Kurdish, but everyone still understands him. Now on the road to Saddam Hussein's old palace, and what Govern is telling us is this road that we're currently on has not been fixed for how many years?
1988.
1988, and as you can see, it's super bumpy. This was the road that Saddam Hussein used to take to get up to his palace every time he visited Kurdistan. But an interesting fact is he had a number of palaces located and plotted around Kurdistan. Around 2 or 3, you said?
In Kurdistan, yes, but in the all Iraq, in every city he had 2-3 palaces. In 1 year he just once visit the palace, or 2 years once visit the palace.
Yeah, so typical rich person thing to do is have a palace or a house all over the world, and they only visit it once. Just stopped off on the way to Saddam Hussein's palace on the mountain, because it takes a good about 20 minutes from the bottom to get to the top. And what Government was telling us is they still have quite a number of mines that protect Saddam Hussein's palace, so you still have to be careful. And the reason why he was having those mines is so people did not climb up illegally to try to get into his castle at any point in time. That's his castle up there, and he's got the mines all surrounding the area. Just there. Mac's just putting on some pants, as they call it in America. We call it trousers in the UK, because it's actually really quite cold up here. It's quite chilly. You see, it's that cold. Mac has just changed from his shorts into trousers. He's wearing a jacket.
50 Fahrenheit, probably like 15 Celsius. It's too cold for me.
Yeah.
I'm a warm-blooded guy these days.
10 to 12 maybe. Yeah.
Wow, so it's 10 to 12 degrees here, and I've not felt 10 to 12 degrees in
the winter
years.
It's -10, -15 here.
Wow.
In the winter, lots of snow.
Interesting fact is that so he built this road, spent millions of dollars on creating it, but what Govern told us, he never actually ever drove here. He always got a helicopter, and the only people that could drive here were his security. Off we go. Okay guys, we've just made it to Saddam Hussein's palace, and first impressions is wow. It has definitely taken a few rockets. Alright guys, so we're just walking into the palace now, and there seems to be a generator here to my left, and there's some telecom towers, so they're still making some use of the building. But wow, you know, first impressions of this place are, it's just incredible. You can see that they used to have a number of pillars. Walking around Saddam's palace, like, it's just so weird to say that, because you know, being a Kurd and knowing everything that Saddam Hussein has done to all the Kurdish people, it's a pleasure to see one of his palaces blown up to shreds, you know, sorry to say, but it's the truth, it's just facts. Alright guys, I'm just walking inside what I believe used to be one of Saddam Hussein's chill out areas. And if you look at it now, it's literally just broken walls, which have obviously been bombed when they were trying to get him out of this area and get rid of his presence in the Kurdistan region. And wow, you can just, you know, as you just walk in, you can just hear the, you know, you can hear the rubble that has just fallen from the roof, from the surroundings, and all that's left of this place is literally concrete and bricks and just a bit of ruins. Just incredible. And you can see why Saddam Hussein actually built his palace on top of this mountain, because the view that you see from here is just so stunning. Just green mountains all around you, and Wow. He's got a 360 view of these stunning mountains, and wow, absolutely beautiful. Alright guys, we're just walking into what used to be Saddam Hussein's old kitchen, and we're going to have some tea with some of the soldiers that are guarding this place. It's quite an experience. Now standing in what used to be Saddam Hussein's old kitchen. An interesting story about Saddam Hussein's kitchen. So he had a chef that used to work for him for 365 days of the year. And bearing in mind, Saddam Hussein only visited this palace maybe once a year, if that. He wanted his chef to cook for him 3 times a day regardless. So that's just dictatorship at its finest. But my question was, what happens to the food that he cooks if he's not coming 365 days a year? The good news is that food was shared out to the people that used to work for him, essentially, the security guards, the cleaners. So it's not too bad, but again, a super surreal experience to be standing here in the kitchen of Saddam Hussein, and actually able to share a cup of tea here with the some of the Peshmerga soldiers.
But I am not Saddam's chef, please.
He's not his chef.
Nah,
He's
I am
just...
not Saddam's chef. I just prepare the tea.
Okay, but you know his chef, right?
No.
You don't know his chef, right? All right. To be honest, they actually don't usually let anybody inside this area, but because Govind is has his internal connections, if you like, he's able to get us in and share a cup of tea with the guys. Quite surreal, man. Sat in Saddam Hussein's old kitchen, sipping away some Kurdish
crazy,
tea in Saddam Hussein's old kitchen.
What an experience.
And that is Saddam Hussein's palace, officially complete. It was an incredible experience, and it's now time to go to the next location. Guys, we've just made it to another one of Saddam Hussein's old palaces, and this one is a little bit more fancy because what he's actually created for himself is a massive lake to my left, and he used to use this lake as his own personal swimming pool. So he would come down from his palace, which is just up there. You see there's a faint wall over there. This wall over there is surrounding the whole palace, which is just on top up there. Now what he used to do is to come all the way down there into his swimming pool here. Probably the biggest swimming pool I've ever seen in my life. He made a lake as a swimming pool. Incredible. And funny enough, this area is actually still quite preserved, and I think it's used by a lot of the soldiers here to protect the area, so don't try to come into this area and once again try to move. And that's it for Saddam Hussein's castles, guys. So we saw his main one, which was up above those mountains that we just saw a moment ago, and the second one, which has this incredible lake as a swimming pool. And that's it for this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, and I can't wait to see you all on the next one.